children, welcome to our maths class and let us begin with our first lesson, that is basic concepts in geometry. Introduction. Basic concepts in geometry. Children, we all love to join the dots and make a picture. During the vacation, it is one of the favorite things to do. During the Diwali festival, you all draw beautiful rangolis by joining the dot, isn't it? Yes. See the rangoli. Now, let us discuss few questions. What kind of surface do you need for making a rangoli? We need a plain surface to draw a rangoli. How do we start making a rangoli? We first draw the desired number of dots before drawing the rangoli. What do we do in order to complete the rangoli? In order to complete the rangoli, we first join the dots in proper way to make the proportionate design. Name the different shapes you see in the rangoli. The shapes included in rangoli are triangle, square and rectangle. Would it be possible to make a rangoli on a scooter or on an elephant's back? No, it is not possible to draw a rangoli on the scooter or on an elephant's back because those surfaces are not plain. While making a rangoli on paper, what do we use to make the dots? We use pen or pencil and a scale to make the dots while making a rangoli. Let us start our basic geometry with the help of the point. Students, we use many geometrical shapes and concepts in our everyday life. One of the concepts is point. A point is shown by a tiny dot. We can use a pen or a sharp pencil to make a dot. The dots in the rangoli are the symbols for points. A point can be given a name. Capital letter of the alphabet are used to name a point. The point P, the point A and T are shown in the figure alongside. Have you understood what is a point? Our next point is line segment and line concept. Students, now we will see the difference between the line and the line segment. Radhika and Mitali, you both stand in front. We can arrange the number of balls between both of these girls. Now, I can arrange the balls to the right side of Radhika. In similar way, we can arrange the number of balls on the left side of Mitali. Students, I can arrange indefinite number of balls between both of them as well as on the right and left side of them. The set of all such points in a straight line is called a line. Let us see the definition geometrically. Take 2 points A and B on the sheet of paper and join them using a ruler. We get the straight line AB. Can we extend this line further on the side of B or on the side of point A? How far can we extend it? We can extend the line in both the direction till the edges of the paper. If the paper is very big, the line can be very long too. How long would the line be on the playing field? Let's imagine that we can extend this line forever without any limits on both sides. To show this extended line on paper, we can use arrowheads at both ends of the line. In mathematics, when we say line, we mean straight line. If we remove the balls from the left and right side of Radhika and Mitali, then now only balls between both of them we will consider. That means we are considering the balls only between the two fixed points. And that is the line segment. The first line that we drew was only from point A to point B. It was a piece or a segment of the longer line. A line segment has 2 points showing its limit. They are called endpoints. We write line segment AB as segment AB in short. A and B are its endpoints. A line is named using a small letter or by using any 2 points on the line. Line has been shown alongside. Its name can also be written as line PQ or line QP. Our next point is ray. You can see a boy standing with a torch in his hand and he is observing at the rays of the light that is coming out of the torch. And he has many questions to ask his dad. He says, "Dad, why there is this flow of light only in one forward direction? Why the light is not coming from the backward direction of the torch?" Father says, "You have asked a nice question. These are the light rays coming from the torch which travel only in one direction." Similarly, have you observed the sun rays? They also originate from the sun and travel straight on the surface of the earth. But they do not travel back to the sun. A ray is a part of a line. It starts from one point and goes forward continuously in the same direction. The starting point of the ray is called its origin. Here, P is the origin. An arrowhead is drawn to show that the ray is infinite in the direction of Q. The figure can be read as ray PQ. The ray PQ is not read as ray QP.
Remember, points. A point is shown by a tiny dot. Capital letters of the alphabet are used to name a point. Example, point P and point A. Next point is line segment. A line drawn between two fixed points is called as a line segment. A segment has two endpoints. A and B are the two end points. Example, segment PQ, and it can be also read as segment QP. Segment XY or segment YX. Third point, lines. Only one line can be drawn passing through two distinct points. We can extend the lines in both the directions. A line is named using a small letter or by using any 2 points on the line. In examples, I have named the first 2 lines using small letters. Line D and line M. In the next 2 lines, I have named the 2 points on the line using capital alphabets. We can read it as line AB or line BA, line PQ or line QP. Fourth point, rays. Ray starts from a point and goes forward continuously in one direction. A ray is a part of a line. The starting point of a ray is called its origin. Here, P is the origin. An arrowhead is drawn to show that the ray is infinite in the direction of Q. The figure can be read as ray PQ. The ray PQ is not read as ray QP. Listen again. The ray PQ is not read as ray QP. Students, study the points given in the summary section carefully and note it down in your maths notebook. Here we end our today's session. Meet you all soon in the next session. Goodbye.